97.9, 105.5 KISS FM. It's Big Poppa and Banna in the morning. On the Lennon's Jewelers Hotline, I've been a fan of this woman for a real long time. TISHA Campbell-Martin is on the line. How are you?
How are you guys?
But let me tell you something. That just made my day. Just a hey, what's up? Like you, seriously, you have. I feel like you've been a part of my life for so long, and I don't. I'm not a person that blows smoke. I'm not like a.
I like that. No, I like truth. I deal with truth only in my life.
Well,
I like people to tell me.
Well, that's. I mean, and I am too, and I'm bluntly honest. Sometimes, people get mad at me for that. But the fact is, like I had a huge crush on you during Martin, and listen, it is. Listen. Once you go, fat, you don't go back.
That's what I heard, man.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, and then my wife and kids. I feel like you've just been a part of my life for so long. So anytime that you're in something, and anytime that you're doing something really well, I'm genuinely happy. You're one of those people that I root for. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow, that's so big, man. Thank you so much for saying that. It's funny because, when people walk down the street and they have those reactions to me, I don't take them lightly.
Yeah.
Well, it's true, and certain people have that, obviously you're playing a part and you're doing the role, but there's a part of you that kind of comes through, like with Banna and
Always.
with Banna and I, we do the show, and the way we kind of do it is we live our lives on the air, but it's also a little bit of a caricature of ourselves. We're a little bit more outgoing. It just kind of is what it is. Just like if you were, like you're putting on the game face right now because you have to do a media tour. But underneath, you can kind of tell who the real person is. People are smart enough to see through that. And I get that with you.
Well, you know what it is, too? You know what it is, Big Poppa? I've been doing this for decades now, and upon decades, and I understand what it is. In any kind of art form, it's a communication. You know what I mean? So I'm communicating with my art, and that's why a lot of people will say, oh, she's really nice in real life, because I get that it's communication. I think most artists don't really understand that.
Right.
So what happens is that when I'm communicating to you through my art, I'm saying hi first. So if somebody is to come up to me and, for the most part, if they speak to me, I'm going to speak back because I realize that I'm saying hi first.
Right.
I started this communication.
Exactly.
I can't be mean to people. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. It's TISHA Campbell-Martin on the Lennon's Jewelers Hotline. You can follow her on Twitter at TISHA and Campbell-Martin. You take out you take out a couple of syllables. You can find me under TISHA for real too. Yeah, and we're gonna throw it up on our social media as well.
Thank you.
And the reason you're up early this morning is Dr. Ken Fridays on ABC. Congratulations on that.
Thank you. You know what? Ken Jeong is one of the nicest guys. I'm so lucky to be able to work with some amazing comedians. But when they're nice too, he's like Kevin Hart. You know what I mean?
Right.
When they're nice too, and humble, kind, dude, it's like an extra plus.
It really and truly is, because you're working with them. They become your family.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And,
Yes.
and not to bring up bad stuff, but the stuff with Martin back in the day wasn't necessarily always the best. And so
well, let me stop you. You know what I feel, seriously? I learned from any kind of situation, and
Sure.
I really did learn a lot from him. As far as comedy, there's nobody better than him.
Well, my point is, as far as what happened with Martin and whatnot, really makes you appreciate a situation like Dr. Ken, where everyone's getting along, everyone's nice, and it's just kind of harmonious. That's the point I was trying to get at.
I hear you. Right now,
Life doesn't suck.
No, I just feel like you're so funny. You know what I feel like? I just feel like in any situation you can learn from. Right now, I have a single out, and I started singing when I was 3 years old. That's the first thing I started out doing, and music has saved my life more than once. But being able to talk about and communicate to people through music in a different way. This part of me is the real me, and people are going to see me for who I really am, because I know I play a lot of caricatures. But my point is that, when I dropped the visual to the single, the video, I really took a part from my real life story. And the theme of the video is forgiveness and being able, and the freedom of that. You know what I mean? And I'm sorry, the single is called "Still Here."
Yeah, it's Still Here, right?
Yeah, and you know, when something, you know, happens to you in your life, be it good, be it bad, you know, it's a learning experience, and you learn how to, like, move forward. And it just makes you stronger if you could just hang in there that one more day.
Absolutely. And we're gonna throw up the video as well. It's Still Here is the song. And, you know, it is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and, you know, things happened, you know, in your past that, you know, kind of sparked, you know, the song and the video and everything like that. So to be able to kind of, you know, the strength, and I'm really big, there's so many artists coming out now with, I don't want to say girl power, but just empowerment. That's the word I'm looking for. Empowerment and, you know, body self-image and standing up for yourself and all of that. I'm a huge, you know, proponent of that.
For that.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So to have, you know, people in your position to, you know, take back that layer and be a little vulnerable and say, this happened to me, and, you know, if it's happened to you, you can still get through it. I think that's a huge step, and congratulations for you.
Well,
not only for the courage to doing that.
It's a little exposing a little bit. Yeah, and I'm feeling completely naked in this whole situation. Like, but I'm, you know, this is what I do, and I like to help people through things.
Right.
I've always been helping. Like, even when I started out in the business, it was to help my parents. I made the choice to, and at 5 years old, I was conscious of how poor we were, and like, it was a conscious decision for me to, like, help my family out of their situation. So I started out helping. Now, with this particular, with Still Here, you know, the song itself is not only about the visual. That's just a part of the things, that one little aspect of the things that have happened over my lifetime. But when I wrote it with B. Slade, we wrote it for the purpose of, you know, we've been through so many things in our life, and now it's time for us to, like, tell the world, I'm not bitter because of it. I've learned because of it, and I'm free because of the freedom that forgiveness gives me. I'm not saying everybody should forgive or anything like that. This is just my experience, and this is what I'm sharing with others.
Absolutely. We're talking to TISHA Campbell-Martin on the Lennon's Jewelers Hotline. There was a great article about you and the song that was done by MSN.com that I read just before the interview. We're gonna share that. It really is. It's you know, so for people asking, you know, what is it, you know, what is she talking about, what incident, whatnot, you can find out for yourself. Take the time, read the article, listen to the song, watch the video, and it's all right there. And
request the song. I want y'all to request the song, play it, because, you know, when you hear the lyrics, like, it doesn't only pertain to one thing. I have a woman who called me the other day, well, a friend of a woman, and they put her on the phone, and she's going through chemo right now. And she says, I listen to this song every single day, and it makes me just, it's like, it helps me through. So it's one of those songs that could possibly help you through a situation, because others have been through it.
And that's got to be the ultimate compliment right there.
Oh my God, you have no idea.
It's TISHA Campbell-Martin on the Lennon's Jewelers Hotline. Of course, Fridays, ABC. You can check her out on Dr. Ken. And
no, I'm just so excited.
Yes,
you know, every
are.
time you mention it, I get so excited because I have so much fun on the show, and you'll see how much fun we have. Ken is the most amazing comedian. Like, he'll do anything for a joke. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you something. Was it weird working with somebody who you've seen naked first?
Yes. I am not gonna lie. Because I'm telling you right now, the first couple of times I saw Ken, that image kept coming.
Yeah, I mean,
but it has to almost make you feel comfortable too.
No
at the same time.
When you are exposed, you know, you just like, well, I done seen it all, so I don't know what more he can give. You know what I'm saying? It made me feel really comfortable around dudes.
Well,
That's what I'm saying.
let me tell you something. I saw The Hangover. He didn't give much.
Well, he doesn't. He's very proud of his stuff. So you leave him alone. And he got 2 kids, so it ain't hurting him.
Oh, no.
Big Papa's just jealous that you didn't get to see him naked.
That's what I'm saying. What are you doing later?
That's his problem.
Oh, my God. You're wrong.
Fridays, ABC, it's Dr. Ken, and make sure you check out Steal Here. It's TISHA Campbell-Martin on the Lennox Jewelers Hotline. Follow her on Twitter, TISHA Campbell-Martin, with a couple of vowels left out, and follow her and stay in touch. TISHA, we got to do this again, all right? I think you're absolutely awesome.
I would love that.
So keep in touch, and anytime you want to come on the show, you're more than welcome, all right?
Thank you so much, man.
Absolutely. We'll talk to you soon. TISHA Campbell-Martin, everybody. She's awesome.
Yes, she is.
Very, very cool. I wasn't expecting that answer out of her.
I mean, it's got to make her feel more comfortable. I mean, you've already seen every, side, if you will.
But that first, okay. It's like for a guy going up to a girl for the first time and she's wearing like a super duper low cut blouse and you're trying not to look. Like I would imagine it's kind of similar for her. I'd be like, I've seen, yeah.
You never know. Well, everyone takes a different.
Oh man, Dr. Ken, Fridays on ABC, and the song is Steal Here. Absolutely awesome. TISHA Campbell-Martin. We're gonna come back. Big Poppa, Banna on Kiss FM.